Checking to make sure it's recording. Looks like we are recording, so good morning everybody. So it is super early on this end, almost 9 a.m. Yeah, so today we're going to go ahead and continue playing Shining Force on the Sega Genesis. So hopefully you all had a chance to tune in to the first yesterday where we started playing the game. We got through chapter 1 and chapter 2. So today we're starting with chapter 3. So the continuing saga of this game, so where we're at, essentially bad dudes came and raided our castle, killed the castle, you know, as bad dudes do. And so we're trying to essentially stop this dark dragon from awakening. And so, you know, as with normal RPG stuff, you're the chosen one, blah, 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 blah. So right now we're trying to actually find a ship to go across the sea. And so bad dudes burned down our ship. So now we're going to another city to basically try to find a ship. So this is where the game vastly escalates in difficulty. Oh, I didn't get through the beginning. But this is where the game definitely gets more difficult. But this is where the game gets a hell of a lot more difficult. And I know I was talking to Nan yesterday, and yeah, Nan. So if you end up, oop, crap. Okay. Yeah, if you end up tuning in, this is where that battle that I had talked about is going to be. Let's see. Okay. Just had to make sure I selected the right one. So we arrived in Bestoke. Yeah. So, as always, let's go ahead and run around and talk to all these folks. I don't know if there's a map. Yeah, I guess there's not a map. So many books. All the books. Folks, it sounds like everybody's stuck at the quarry for some reason. Probably being worked to death. That's what bad dudes do, you know? Oh, there's a dead-end bridge, okay. But yeah, as expected, started doing these gaming videos, and the channel is hemorrhaging viewers, which is to be expected with a change, you know? Not that it feels good by any means, or stretch of the imagination, you know. Logging in every day and seeing viewership has dropped tremendously is a thing, but, you know. Oh, nice. We got a lot of new weapons to buy. Okay, so I need to buy these power spears. So Arthur we're gonna remove, because Arthur's terrible. The ongoing saga of Arthur is terrible. Alright, so we don't need any more power spears. Middle axe. Now to go through and equip all these and sell all the so I also want to double check to see. So they have middle swords, all right. Because I'm gonna swap in the bird folk into my my party. Because the bird folk are really nice. They give that added mobility that you need by being able to fly over stuff. Oh, hey, what's up, Shane? It's really good. I mean, it's super nostalgic to me. Not gonna lie, I absolutely love this game. And let me know if the volume's bad, because I turned up the volume of the game today to make sure folks could actually hear the game. But it's really good. It's got its quirks, as you know, all old games do. You know, I was talking about yesterday how we get used to being able to like one button talk to folks, and you know, here I have to manually go in and arrange inventories and stuff like that. Like there's no auto inventory. I have to go in and manually equip everybody. So some of these things are a little time consuming and make for a little boring watching, but it is what it is with older games, you know. But yes, this game is incredible. It's one of my favorites. And that's why, as the first video game on the channel, I wanted to do this one. So, and I'm a big fan of just retro games in general. Absolutely love Super Nintendo and Sega, and all of those things. But yeah, thanks for the question, man. This is a very, very good game. Popped in and popped back out. Wonder if the volume's too high. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad the audio came out good. I always worry about audio on these streams, you know. I've got a... It's weird that you get signal out in the windy field in the middle of Ireland. Okay, so... It's an alchemist. He wants to cure some dude named Xylo. I think that's the werewolf guy. That name sounds familiar. Like I said, it's been like 9 years since I played this, but I remember there's a werewolf that we get. So it might... Oh, yay! Alright. So now everybody gets to see. So, as I've been showing... Oh, I need to resurrect everybody. Let's go resurrect everybody before we move our party around. Alright, where is the friar at? Ooh, hey, a new archer. Yay, we got a new archer, Diane. I don't know if I'm going to use her, but we've got her now. And... yeah, no, definitely. I know a lot of folks, Final Fantasy VII was kind of their first role-playing game, or what got them into these types of games, you know? You know, I started out with Super Nintendo and Sega. Super Nintendo and Sega, you know, playing all the Final Fantasies and Breath of Fire and all these other games, you know. And definitely, I think it's part nostalgia and then part the fact that these games are pretty timeless, you know. Unlike kind of going back, like if you go back and play like a PlayStation 2 game now, a lot of them are kind of cringy. I've tried to go back and play some PlayStation 2 games, and they're really cringy. But like I can go back and play a Super Nintendo or Sega game, and you know, they're not as cringy. Like a lot of the dialogue and stuff is. There we go. There's the friar. All right, I'm gonna resurrect all the dead folks. But yeah, it's a really good game. If you like tactics games like Final Fantasy Tactics or Disgaea, stuff like that, this is like the precursor to those. Those are like more modern versions of this. XCOM, you know, which I absolutely love all of those games. we did have a conversation yesterday about how XCOM 1 is better than XCOM 2. So at least in my opinion. Alright, so we resurrected everybody. So now we actually have the opportunity to rearrange our army. Where I love the story, so Final Fantasy VI, definitely. So yeah, as you guys can see, that now our little base here is starting to get filled up with folks. So this is where we can actually start rearranging our party. So I was wrong. I can only have 11 people plus my my headquarters guy. So we'll probably get rid of Arthur because he's terrible. That will be the ongoing joke for this ongoing. I know Gong isn't very good later in the game, so we'll go ahead and scrap him. And then everybody else I'm pretty solid on. Because then I'll have 2 healers. So 3 healers I think is a bit too much. So, but yeah, as far as games with great stories. Oh, let's see. I think it's Joy. There we go. Yeah, that's how you swap people out. So we're going to swap out Arthur. And then the bird people are really good. But usually I only end up taking one of them around. Because, yeah, you need other party members. So other games around this era that are really good. Mario RPG is very, very good. Especially if you like Mario games, it is funny as hell. It's so good. Earthbound is really good. I actually just played through that before I did this. It's just, sadly, it's on my mini Super Nintendo, so I gotta figure out how to hook that up to a stream. So that's a really, really good game. And story-wise, it's solid. This game, the story in this game is very general. It's a very general, light versus dark, stop the big bad dude from conquering the world sort of deal. So, been there, done that. The main reason you play this game is because of the gameplay, all the Fire Emblem games are fantastic. Bahamut Lagoon. So Bahamut Lagoon's a lot like this. It's a Square Enix game, except that everybody is a dragon in your army, which is pretty cool. And it's a lot of fun. It's actually a very, very good game. If you can find it, you have to find it like an English translation because it was only in Japanese. But oh crap! I forgot to equip weapons. Oh crap, guys! I'm a dum dum. Yeah, I'll have to run around and equip weapons on these guys. So, but yeah, Bahamut Lagoon's really good. All the Lunar games are very good. I don't know if you can even find those anymore. I don't even think they're on Steam. Holy shit, everybody's poisoned. So that's another annoying thing about this game is that it does not show you if you are poisoned. So, yeah, we're gonna have to fix that and cure the poison off everybody. And I gotta make sure I equip these weapons because I forgot to. Let's see what other good games are from this era. Breath of Fire 1 and 2 are very good. Again, kind of a cheesy story, but Breath of Fire 2 is really good. Like, that game had a lot of things that a lot of other games did not have during the time, like city building and things like that. ActRaiser 1 or 2, those are very good games. Those are like action RPGs, like side-scrolling action, almost like Metroidvania type games, but with a heavy strategy RPG element to them, which I really like. But yeah, there's a lot of games that I could recommend from this era that are good. But again, you have to kind of get over the quirks of the fact that these Super Nintendo and Sega games were, shall we say, they were really pioneering in what they did, so they definitely had a lot of stuff where like it's annoying, but just the game in general is just a lot of fun. So yeah, alright, so we fixed my weapons, because everybody was not equipped with their weapons. So let's go ahead and cast Blaze on these skeletons and wipe them out. And thanks everybody for tuning in. This is more people than I had at the beginning of the stream yesterday. Yesterday was a struggle with the stream. There we go. Wiped out 2 skeletons and got some XP and leveled up. So like I was mentioning yesterday, kind of the goal is, in this chapter, is you want to hit level 10. Because once you hit level 10, then you can promote your units, and then they gain a new class, which makes everybody way, way better, unlocks new abilities and stuff like that. So, but if you notice, like a lot of the new characters I got, like the bird guy, are only level 5, so they're going to require a little bit of TLC to get up to the proper level. Might end up having to replay this mission one more time just to grind out some extra XP, you know. Because yeah, once we hit chapter 4, you want everybody prestige classed, because you start fighting prestige classed enemies and they will hand you your ass real quick. So, and sadly, unlike a lot of modern games, you can't really go back and play missions. So once you end this mission, that's that. So we gotta make sure we do it while we're here. But yeah, one of the games that we will be streaming here when so they're doing the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters right now, and when Final Fantasy VI gets its Pixel remaster, I will definitely be playing that one. It is my favorite Final Fantasy to this day. Sorry to the Final Fantasy VII folks out there, but I think 6 is the superior Final Fantasy. And yeah, I'm very excited about the Pixel remaster. I did buy the Steam one, which was a terrible, terrible idea. I had read reviews and they said, you know, I don't buy it. The artwork in it's terrible. And I was like, it can't be that bad. It was really bad. So I ended up buying the Steam version, and I played it like for 10 minutes and just couldn't do it. The UI layouts and everything was just, I did not like what they did to the game. So hopefully with the Pixel remasters, crap, I just healed the wrong person. With the Pixel remasters, they do it justice, because it is a fantastic game. With a lot of secrets and stuff like that. That's one thing I think a lot of modern games are missing is, you know, they have their little secrets and stuff like that, but there's a lot of enjoyment in exploring and finding stuff. And with these old games, you know, they really didn't hold your hand. There was like no telling you where stuff was. You just kind of had to poke around until you found it, you know. Which with the modern games, you know, I get it. You know, just played Jedi Fallen Order, and if I didn't have a map and stuff like that, or showing me where some of the secrets were, I don't know if I would have ever found them all. Which that was a really good game too. I like that game a lot. Alright, so we're gonna go up here and start poking away at these archers, dark elves. Ooh. When the enemies have new names, then you need to worry, because that means that they're upgraded versions. So these were actually snipers in the previous mission. Nice, nice. Freeze did a lot of damage. And we got a level. But crappy part is that we failed to kill it, which means I'm probably about to get hammered. There's a lot of clerics in this mission. Alright, so we're gonna remove poison off of her, because I done messed up. There we go. That way we can start healing all these folks. But yeah, you know, with Shining Force, there was a lot of this game. You know, Shining Force 1 and 2 are on Sega. There was a Shining Force Sega CD that I've never played. I played it a couple times, but Sega CD is so rare. Even when I collected retro games, I never owned a Sega CD, so it was also one of those systems I wasn't really like too keen on, like really focusing in on getting. So alright, we're gonna go ahead and kill this Dark Mage, possibly, hopefully. But Shining Force 3 that was on the Sega Saturn was really good though. Like I would definitely recommend playing that one. It fixed a lot of the issues I had with 1 and 2. Made it a lot more accessible, and the fact that it was 3 different games was really nice. You know, that was the beginning of where we started getting games where if you would play part 1 and then part 2, it would carry over the story, you know, or characters and stuff that you found in the other games would carry over. So kind of like Mass Effect sort of deal. And it would affect the story and so on and so forth, which I thought was a really cool idea. I'm kind of sad that games have kind of gone away from that. Really surprising. With the popularity of stuff like Mass Effect, I figured that maybe we would carry that forward, but which I do want to play the new the remasters of Mass Effect, so I got that added. Holy crap, she almost died in one hit. Alright, that was not good. These guys hit like a damn truck. So I'm gonna have to heal her. Alright. And my healers are way in the back. So that ain't happening. Alright. Let's see. Jam Ken. Yeah. We're gonna jam Ken right in the middle here, that way not too many of them can get to my headquarters too. And let's hope that someone else gets to go before Teo bites the dust. The enemies here are so painful. They almost straight killed Ken right away. Alright, so we'll have Teo kill the sniper. And then we'll go ahead and heal her afterwards. So one good thing is that this game does have very predictable AI. So like, it does give you opportunities to stabilize your party. It doesn't keep, punishing you as you keep going. Oh crap. Okay. Melee kill that priest, because we gotta thin out the ranks. But yeah, thanks for stopping in, Shane. I appreciate it, man. And hopefully this game, you find this game and you enjoy it as well. Alright, let's see. Hopefully this priest doesn't kill him. God, a priest hits like a damn truck too. Oh man, this is like the heavy hitting. I forgot how much they escalate the damage output of the enemies. Like, you get this this chapter is where the game definitely like not only increases in difficulty, but increases in like how well you have to position your units, because you will lose stuff very quickly if you position improperly. I mean, y'all just saw I almost lost Ken to a single swing from a damn skeleton. So we're just gonna reposition. Oh, nice. Ken. Because I gotta keep everybody, like, pretty much alive. Because I want to say, I know the mage is the, yeah, it's a master mage, and I think he's got like a level 3 spell, I want to say. Let's check it out real quick. Level 2 freeze, yeah, so kind of like that boss at the end of chapter 2. We got to really watch out when we go after him, because he will mess our day up if we let him. So I'm going to move my headquarters guy back. And so another thing to mention, y'all will notice the channel name is going to change one more time. Was talking to some friends and kind of just thinking over the week. You know, my game handle is Zid, and that's why I changed the channel to the name that I changed it to. But I also realized that maybe it was a little confusing for some folks, and then at the same point, I was like, I kind of don't like, because even me, I was trying to think, like, when I was streaming and stuff and doing videos, I was like, I can't even remember what I put down, because I, you know, picked Gameporium, so I was like, oh, that's clever, but clever is not always good, so I'll actually be changing the channel to James Loves Games. It's real simple. It explains the channel fully, what I intend to do, and yeah, so that will be changing. I tried to change it earlier, and YouTube was giving me fits. I'm gonna go through and fix it later, just so that way everybody knows, because that's the entire purpose of the channel, is just games in general. So I don't want it to be confusing, and then also if I'm having troubles remembering it, I can't imagine other folks, you know, that are just tuning in. So but yeah, right now we're just clearing up the trash, all these trash mobs up front. Alright, so we gotta heal the bird, because the bird got hit real hard. Just getting milking a bit of XP out of this. So hopefully a couple characters will get to level 10 on this mission. Damn, May. May is a beast, man. She's just straight punking folks. Normally I'm not a big fan of the horse folk in this game. Like, they move fast and they have good range, but normally they don't hit very good, but May might change my mind in that. Alright. We're just coming down. Maybe pick up the skeleton. That'd be good. Yeah. Real nice. So this mission, I might end up doing one more time. I know it makes for a little bit of boring viewership, but hey, you also got to do what you got to do to beat the game, right? So, and a little bit of grinding is sometimes needed in these games. But there's like no training missions or anything like that, or you know, I can just go gain some XP and come back, or replay the missions. I just don't know if I want to do it on this mission or the next one. I can't remember what the next one is. Like I said, the AI is very predictable as long as I don't overstep. aggro range of these guys, we'll be fine. Because when I go in, I need to pick up that skeleton right away, and then I'd like to pick up the mage without it shooting me, but we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. May's gonna go. She's gonna go after that mage. Can I get him? Yeah. Man, May's my go-to. She's staying. she's a beast. Beast moding everybody. Good job, May. Bird guy, he'll come poke at the skeleton. He doesn't do very much damage though. He gets a little bit of XP at least, but yeah, it's not too good. Let's see, Diane, she can come pick up the skeleton, that'd be good. Nope. Still not picked him up, so that means Warlock's coming. Nice thing when everybody's kind of at a certain level, then you don't really mind who picks, like, gets the kills for the extra XP. Because we're just kind of trying to spread it out, you know? Alright, I'm going to move Ken up. Let's see. Teo's out of magic, so that's poopy. So I really don't want to go in after the Master Mage yet, so we'll move the bird guy up above. I'll move Gord down there. Might be a bad idea, but not in the aggro range yet of the boss, because he hasn't came after me, so. Yep. Alright. We are positioned pretty good. Yep, they're still not coming after me. Alright. Well, that's good. Because I'm going to go in all in on this Master Mage. Good job, Ken. Hell yeah. I need to leave room for May to get up there. Huh, they're still not coming after me. Okay. Well, Ken took a level 2 freeze to the face. But we'll be alright, we'll be alright. So May's gonna go in and, because the Master Mage already went, we'll just try to pick up this Cleric. Good job, May. She never lets me down. She's gonna stay in the party, I think. Oh, I guess the Cleric healed the Master Mage? I didn't see it happen. I didn't see the animation. Really odd that the Lizard Man and all those guys are not coming after me, though. So we will finish this battle. This battle's not hard at all. There we go. Ooh, the Moonstone. Alright, let's go inside this cavern and get this Moonstone. Doo-doo. I have the volume down on my my laptop. That way it doesn't feed back into the mic. Because I noticed the mic was picking it up. I don't know if it was canceling it out or not during the stream, so just trying to make sure everybody has a quality stream. Alright, so now that we've got this moonstone, I don't think did I lose anybody in that battle? I don't think I did. Yep. This guy's gonna make me some lunar dew. Got some lunar dew now. What do I do with this lunar dew? Maybe I go to that where he was caged in. Oh, whoa, what's this? Whoa, Konoichi? Or Kokichi. Huh. I don't remember this guy. Okay, he doesn't want me touching his flying machine. Alrighty. Well, that's interesting. Maybe another character that we'll get soon. I don't remember him at all. I like that though, a flying machine. It's fun. Alright, so nobody in there. Let's back to my base. Ah, there we go. So let's give this dude lunar dew. So then my guy straight just pours this lunar dew in his mouth. Okay. Sweet. We already got the werewolf. I didn't remember getting him this early. Alright, so I like him a lot. He moves real fast. He can't equip weapons though, but he does hit pretty good. Sweet. Alright, yeah, let's go. Swap in the werewolf. So let's swap people out. I'm going to take Xylo. Oh, he's level 9. Nice. That means he's gonna promote real quick. So the mages are real good. I need to keep the healers. I don't know if I need 2 archers though. You know what, I'll swap out Ken, because I know I'm not going to use Ken later in the game, so... yeah, we'll keep May. And now we've got the werewolf. So I gotta remember where the next mission is. So I saved everybody. Gotta talk to this. Oh. Saved everybody from the mines, it looks like, by getting that moonstone. So everyone is happy. Alright, looks like this path's free. Alright, so I'm trying to get to some sort of bridge. Yep. So the bridge is where that damn laser beam is at. Yep, way up there. Oh, we've got Pegasus Knights now. Ooh, a lot of Pegasus Knights. So this is where we will grind out some XP. Try to get at least 2 or 3 folks to level 10. And try to shore up some of those folks that are lagging behind. Oh, there we go! May's level 10! So So that she's level 10, she's gonna have to hang out in the back. Now, normally I wouldn't keep. I'm pretty ranged heavy on this party, so I want to say that I normally keep just one archer later in the game, and I keep both. Henri stays in my party the entire game. I think Teo falls off like later in the game at some point. Because her spell, Henri's just like straight up damage dealing, whereas Teo has like, you know, sleeps and stuff like that, like debuffs. And I don't know about you guys, I don't normally use debuffers. I normally don't keep them in my party very long. Alright, so bring up all the warriors and stuff. These guys can start getting some XP in. Well, that was a weird move by that archer. He didn't go to attack me, he just moved up and hugged my dude. Really strange that the AI is doing what it's doing. But hey. It's funny, when you're a kid you don't realize like how silly some of this stuff is. Like, you know, I forgot how primitive the AI is, so you can really game around it. So we're gonna go ahead and, which I appreciate because they make up for it with just how deadly some of these enemies are. Because I mean, they do kind of overpower you as you progress through the game. You know, just the amount of damage they can do and just take out characters so fast that yeah, if they had set the AI super aggressive, like I think it would be oppressive almost. As a kid, a lot of kids don't like super hard games. Nice. Hans gained a level. These Pegasus Knights are moving out. Okay. So we'll have Amon kill this dude. Level. Hopefully get a level. Yep, there we go. Amon hit level 6. And so whether you're out there tuned in or you tune in later on and watch, hopefully everybody's enjoying the first series here on James Loves Games, where we're playing, again, that's going to be the new channel name. Yeah, just enjoying a game that I love and I cherish, so sharing it with everybody else. Alright, so this werewolf guy, let's have him go up and punch this dark elf in the face. See how much damage he can do. Damn! 13 damage? Okay. Alright, so let's go up and let's pick at the skeleton. So like I said, I'm just kind of trying to pick away and get some XP for some of these folks. So a lot of my guys need to definitely go up a level or two. I want to say the warriors, I always cut one warrior out here soon. By the end of the game, I don't have any warriors. Y'all will see. We get a lot of really awesome characters. Yeah, I tend to go very damage heavy towards the end of the game. Because a lot of the cool characters are damage dealers. Xylo's pretty tanky though. Xylo, Xylo's reasonably tanky. And then obviously the main character, because he gets all the potions throughout the game, ends up being super tanky himself, so... Oh, I do. So Teo, I would swap out for Domingo when we get Domingo. I'm like sitting here thinking, trying to remember who I swap out for who. But Domingo is a must-have in your army. He's just so damn powerful. I know there's more flying units. We have the 2 bird people right now, but there's a few more that we end up getting by the end of the game. So we'll have to see. I want to say we get a dragon, but that's like a late game. We definitely don't get any Orlando level characters for you Final Fantasy Tactics folks out there. Alright. So May is just going to go hang out in the back here. I'm making sure she's away from the front lines because I don't want her scraping any XP from everybody else. Alright, so Xylo, we will have him punch a skeleton in the face. So yeah, I think that's part of why I like Xylo too, is it looks like he ignores like movement penalties for stuff like force. So a lot of these things you just kind of have to feel out in a game like this. Like it doesn't explicitly tell you the character does it, but you can just kind of see just in the way that they interact on the field and stuff. We'll just have kind of Hans and Diane just kind of chip away at these skeletons, get some XP. Or Amon. Ooh, I need to heal Zid real bad. He got hit real hard. So right now I'm just hanging out by myself. Nobody's out there in the YouTube lands. Is what it is. I do need to work on getting Restream established. That way, I think my problem with Restream was the chats that I had issues with. Oh, the skeleton healed. Okay. I didn't even know that was a thing. But yeah, set up Restream, that way we can get on Twitch as well, because I know Twitch is the main gaming platform. Play some of these old school titles on there. Oh no, Luke died. Oh, you got straight punked. Alright. Well then, that was fun. Okay, and everybody's moving real slow, so go Xylo, pick up the lizard guy, hopefully, maybe? Yeah, good job. Xylo in with the cleanup. Man, can't believe Luke just like straight got swiped. Yeah, you can't ever predict the double attack though, so... It's not like they give you a percentage chance or anything. I'm sure there's like a percentage chance for every model or every unit to do it, but yeah, when it happens though, it hurts real bad. Alright, let's see if Mon can... He's not gonna kill him. At least gets some experience though. shuffling everybody over towards the skeleton. Oh, ooh. Good thing Amon dodged that first swing, because that second swing hurt. Man, Xylo's gonna kill everybody. Okay, thank God. I was like, please don't kill this guy too. Xylo hit level 10. Yeah. Do 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 do. Level 10s, level 10s. Do 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 do. Sorry, I sing. My beautiful, beautiful voice. I tried one of these Zoa drinks. They're pretty good. They're not bad. They're not carbonated like normal energy drinks, and yeah, low calorie. And they don't really have a lot of the junk in them that a lot of the other ones have. So, all right. Question is, do I want Amon? No, Amon is gonna fall back. Healed. There's no sense in feeding her to a skeleton. Okay, we'll pick up the spare. Bam! There we go. Oh yeah. Everybody. So we gotta get prepared for these Pegasus Knights now. So this will probably end up being a level that I will restart one more time, just to get the experience out of it. Because the next level with the bridge is the one that, yeah, is super punishing. It's very slow going level. Alright, so yeah, let's move Xylo back. And move up everybody else. Okay. Alright, here comes the Knights. Let's see how hard they hit. 7 damage. Okay, that means I'm going to die. Possibly. Oh, they're running away. Okay. I will take that. I will take that very much, because I thought I was going to die. So after this stream, yeah, we'll set up, we'll figure out some restream stuff. Well, I have to restart it anyways, it just died. Alright, good job. Good job taking it to the face. Alright, let's raise. I know Luke was the only one that died. Yep. Yeah, let's save my adventures, and then we're going to promote our first 2 characters for this game. Go. So, oh, May turned into a paladin from a knight. Nice. And they give you this nice music. I know you guys can hear it, I can't hear it. There we go. Promotes. Oh, Teo. Teo is now a wizard from a mage. Come on, Friar guy. I like your beautiful music, but he's got things to do. So, Xylo will go from a werewolf into a... I have no idea what that is. Wolfborn? Maybe? So whenever you promote folks, they start back at level 1. So their stats actually do decrease quite substantially. But if you notice, their sprites changed quite a bit. So yeah. And so you can notice Teo, her HP went down, but her magic points went up. Xylo, his HP went down a lot. Like, tremendously. And then May stayed about the same. But it's really important to get your characters promoted during this point in the game, because otherwise you're going to have a bad time. And so they're going to gain full experience for at least the next couple battles, because, I mean, they're restarting at level 1. So the game treats it as though they're level 1 characters, even though they're promoted. I've never looked into it, but I always wondered if there was like a reason not to promote certain characters. Some games like to do weird things like that, where, you know, certain characters, if you leave them at their base level or base class, they are better than at their promoted levels, you know. And just waiting on everybody to move around. Oh, this chair hurts my butt. Level 8. Alright. But yeah, it's interesting rebranding a YouTube channel, I will say. It's definitely, I mean, at this point I'm just kind of talking to myself. But, you know, it's kind of cathartic, too. You kind of sort out your thoughts and feelings and stuff, you know. Making choices and decisions for things like this. Just, you wonder if it was a good idea to do it. But in the long run, though, it's all about mental health and, you know, doing what's right for you. I know a lot of people kind of tuned into the channel for stuff like tactics and things like that for Warhammer, but that's originally why I started the channel. But at the same point, there's so many other folks that do it so much better, and really it's like a no sense in competing with some of these folks because they've got so much bigger followings, or, you know, bigger budgets, or they do it for a living. So instead, just do something that I enjoy. So that's kind of the whole point of this, is I should enjoy it too. But I know I talked about this a lot yesterday. Just kind of don't know what else to talk about to myself. Alright. So maybe we can pick up these skeletons right here. Oh, okay, so the skeletons have like healing herbs or something. Oh, okay, that's how they healed themselves. Okay, that makes sense now. So I was like, how the hell are they healing themselves? Because they haven't done that in previous missions. Alright, let's move the healers up. Yeah. Go ham on these skeletons, try to get some XP. And because I'm trying to get the levels on everybody else, I'm not gonna hit with my upgraded characters yet. really get the experience on everyone else. Damn, Diane, you hit hard too. She's straight giving those skeletons. Giving them. There we go. I wonder if this help's gonna kill Amon. Nope. Amon dodged. Good job, Amon. Alright. Gotta get Henri some more experience too. She does, man. She's a beast mage. Beast mage. Alright. One thing I do appreciate with these old games, though, is instant loading screens. Yeah. I don't think anybody's gotten hit this round. My clerics are in some dire need of some experience. Alright. Maybe I can bait out the skeletons and stuff. Whoa, somebody. Sounds like a near accident outside the window. Oh, messy hair. My messy hair. I need to go get a haircut. Oh man. But yeah, today the goal is to finish this chapter. If I can finish this chapter, I'll be happy. Try to do a chapter a day when I stream. So won't be streaming tomorrow probably. Maybe after work. Oh dang, look at that animation. Huh, that was a pretty cool animation for Zyla. Like summons little wolf thingies or something. I don't even know how to explain that. I'm gonna kill the lizard man. He might go before me and kill me. Oh, cleric's healing him. Yeah, if that lizard man goes and punches Henri, she's dead. Because she only has like 11 health. But yeah, we'll try to finish chapter 3 today, and then, Yeah, I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. Probably not. But, yeah, maybe like Tuesday or something, try to do Chapter 4. Or at least part of Chapter 4. Nice. Chris can get some cheap experience. But yeah, we'll try to do Chapter 4 then. Yeah, with the goal to try to finish this game next weekend. That'd be nice. Finish this game next weekend, we'll move on to something else. I am very much thinking of doing a Warhammer video, because I want to, instead of having to. But thinking I'll do maybe a Necron Tactica. Which will be nice. It'll be nice to talk about another army, you know what I mean? Because I really, 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 really like my Necrons, even if they're not very good right now. I mean, they're good in a sense, but they're not great in a sense. So, but yeah, I'm definitely thinking of doing a Necron Tactica, and then just kind of go from there. Like I said, I didn't really dig the new Thousand Suns, but I might end up picking up the book anyway, because, yeah, nobody seems to want to trade for Thousand Suns right now. Which is kind of telling, that nobody really wants Thousand Suns. At least not locally, anyway. Alrighty, yeah, Henri will go ahead and pick up the skeleton. That should give her a level up. She should go to 8. Nice. Oh, she got level 2 blaze. Hell yeah. That's good. That's good, good stuff. But yeah, we'll do a Necron Tactica, and then, you know, if I can't trade off the Thousand Suns like I've been trying to, I might end up picking up the Codex anyway. I mean, who knows, folks? Who knows? I need to actually repost those today too, to see if I can get any interest. Because I'm between orcs. Like I really want to know Xenos army, like real bad. And then I kind of want an Imperial army. Though the only Imperial armies that really like interest me, so Space Wolves, just because you know they're chaos. I don't care what people say. Space Wolves are chaos. So I kind of want them, and then I also am keen on getting some Grey Knights, but at the same point, Grey Knights are just kind of like a lateral move from Thousand Suns. And from the sounds of it, like they're very vehicle heavy. The new Codex seems to be like focused more around the Dread Knights, which I'm not a fan of those models at all. So I'm actually kind of like not wanting to do them now, because I am not a fan of the big carriers. But we will have to see. Alright, I'm hoping they still are not coming after me, okay? Keep the mages in the back, that way they don't die. I'm trying to get these Pegasus Knights to come out after me, but there we go. Okay. Because I don't mind if they kill Luke or Gord. sit up there because he will die. Because I already know what's going to happen is those 2 Pegasus Knights on the left are going to come after me, and that'll be that. And then I'll wipe again, and then have to redo this. Nobody wants to see me wipe. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. So we'll do a Necron Tactica next, and then move on from there. So if I can get rid of the 1,000 Suns for orcs, then I would like to do an Orc Tactica. That'd be awesome. And if I can't, then I might end up picking up 1,000 Suns Codex anyway. Yeah, I think the biggest reason why I don't dig the 1,000 Suns is just kind of mechanically the army. It functions like Death Guard rely on stacking buffs in a limited sort of scope. Like you can stack buffs, and they'll do the things. But with 1,000 Suns, it seems like that's kind of it because they rely so heavily on those buffs. You know, the 4-up invulnerable save or -1 to hit. Or the new warp time mechanic, you know, to get around and do what they do. So I just kind of don't like the idea that I have to rely on those things to function at a certain point, you know. And I get it, you don't have to rely on those things, but at least at a higher level, you know, when you're facing stuff like AdMech, where literally they just go, cool, I will, you know, live through half your army's firepower and then, like, do what I do with impunity, just kind of feels bad, you know. I feel like 1,000 Suns should have been different than we've been seeing. Hey, what's up, Dave? Oh man, you know about the Shining Force? Hell yeah, dude. This game is amazing. So I picked it as my first game on the channel. It wasn't 40K. Doesn't need to be your childhood. You can play it at all the times, you know? But yeah, I absolutely love this game. I told the story the last 2 streams of why I got into this, so... Yeah, no, 100%, man. 100%. Yeah, I've been a nerd my whole life, too. I don't think my wife's accepted it. Like, she says she's accepted it, but I don't know if she's accepted it. Because she still asks me, like, are you gonna buy that new game? Yup. Are you gonna get that board game? Yup. Just the things that bring us happiness, you know? Alright, so this stupid Pegasus Knight refuses to get hit by absolutely anything, so... Yeah, they don't. But you know what? Yeah, they gotta accept that, just like we gotta accept whatever it is that our wives tend to do. My wife likes shoes, and she likes puppies. She likes to buy our dogs a lot of stuff. Constantly I'm making fun of her for how many toys she's bought my dogs all the time. She's enjoying gardening now, so I'll support her 100%. She can garden all she wants. But yes, this game is definitely a classic. And I highly recommend it to a lot of folks. You know, hey, us guys who grew up on this sort of stuff, like it soft spot in the heart. What? He's just evading everything. Why? Why are you doing this? Stop. You are very annoying to me right now, Pegasus Knight. Look at that. That's like the 4th attack in a row. I think he's stuck in a loop. Maybe I can hit here. Maybe. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Yes, it was on the Genesis. I'm playing it on, so it's something on Steam you can buy. It's called like Genesis and Master System Classics, which I think they have more games on it. I haven't actually explored on it. I just have the, you can buy like different packs. I bought the pack with Shining Force 1 and 2 in it. But it looks like there's other games like Gunstar Heroes. I don't know if you remember that game. It was like a side-scrolling like bullet hell type shooter, which was a lot of fun. Dynamite Heady, that was another side-scrolling action game. Yeah, it's basically like a fancy emulator, more or less, yeah. But I haven't looked at. I know that they have. I never played that one, Sword of Vermilion. But yeah, it seems like they have like a lot of the games that as a kid we grew up with. Which is nice. It's nice. It kind of sucks, you know, I was a retro game collector for a very long time. And stuff like emulators and things drive down the price of those types of things, you know, the market. But at the same point, though, it's nice that it's not price limiting for folks that do want to experience like this old stuff, or for nostalgia purposes. Like, you might not want to go out and buy a Sega and find a copy of Shining Force, but you know, I can just buy this for $10 on Steam and have the game, you know. But yeah, I kind of wish, because I know, you know, Nintendo's now doing the Super Nintendo Online stuff, but they're so slow with bringing out games. I kind of wish Nintendo would take like a hint from some of these other companies and, you know, buy out an emulator company or something like that and release more games. Because there's a lot of Super Nintendo games that... Yeah, but like even now, like going back and playing some of these games, which some of the games you can't find anymore, because I know there's a lot of PS1 games that I would love to replay, but you know, can't find them anymore. Yeah, we'll have to see. The good thing is Square Enix is definitely going through like a remake phase. You know, they remade Legend of Mana, which was a fantastic game. They remade Trials of Mana, which was Secret of Mana for Super Nintendo, which I really, really enjoyed the remake of that. I know it's in 3D and everything, but it's the same story and everything, just with fancier graphics. So it's nice. It's nice that these companies are realizing that there's a lot with some nostalgia. So. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, we've got a lot of those here. Like I said, I used to collect retro games. I had a lot. Like, you can ask my wife. I had like all the systems and all the games. But they just took up a lot of room. And so when we like moved around and stuff, it was kind of like a give and take. So when I sold all my retro games, and then that's how I got back into Warhammer back in 5th edition, yeah, with my Blood Angels. So, oh, come on, dude. Oh no, I might die. Okay, maybe I can block in. Oh, thank God the AI in this is great, because I straight was about to die. But yeah, I had a lot of those retro games. They hit super hard. And so I did. I had to get rid of a lot of that stuff too. I got back into Warhammer with that money back in the day. And yeah, just kind of maybe one day I'll like pick up some of the classics that I really enjoyed. But I don't know. Now that we have a lot of companies starting to do the remakes and putting them back out on Steam or whatever, I think I'd just rather buy it this way, because then I have all of them on my laptop. But I mean, we're talking about one of my favorite games of all time, actually my favorite game of all time, Dragon Force, which was on Sega Saturn. And yeah, I don't think that they're ever going to re-release that one. Ooh, Vandal Hearts, that was a good game. That was a very, very good game. There was actually a lot of games on PS1 that were like really good that I'm surprised, you know, Wild Arms, the Wild Arms series. I think everybody's been clamoring for Legends of Dragoon remake. Like, I'm surprised that Sony has not pulled the trigger and done that yet. Vagrant Story. I don't know if you played Vagrant Story. That was a Squaresoft game. Really, really enjoyed that one. Yeah, there was a lot of really good games. So, you have Legend of Dragoon, sort of? What, like one of your discs is scratched or something and you can't play it? So I got a story with Legend of Dragoon. So I bought the game, you know, brand new. Got the game. And bought it when it came out. Legend of Dragoon, you know, it was all the rage. Everybody was all about it. And I took it over to a friend's house. And oh no, that sucks. But yeah, I had bought the game, and this was when I was a teenager, you know, bought Legend of Dragoon, and I think I was taking it to my friend's house or something, and I was running, and I had the game maybe, and you can kind of probably guess where this story's going. I had the game maybe like a week or two, and was running, and I tripped. And so when I tripped, the case flew open and the discs hit the ground. You know, as a teenager, I was panicking, like, oh no, 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 no. I was getting it all together, and I scratched the hell out of disc 2. So I never got past disc 2. So, yeah, sad days. And I never went and rebought it, you know, because as a kid, $60 or was it 50 or 60 when we were kids? Was a lot of money, so it was just kind of like, so I ended up having to throw that game out and never finished it, but it was a really good game. Like, yeah, it was very, very good. I really enjoyed it, at least up until I could, you know. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of really, really good games, you know, Vagrant Story, like you were saying. You know, even on PlayStation 2, we had games like Dark Cloud. I'm surprised we haven't seen like a Dark Cloud remake. Which, I mean, Dark Cloud was hit or miss, depending on the person. And now, like, it was a city builder for the most part, so I don't know how popular it would be. But, yeah, there was just a lot of really, really good games on PS1 that era. There was also a lot of good games on like Sega Saturn that I don't think we'll ever see again. Dreamcast. We were talking about Dreamcast yesterday. Power Stone, stuff like that. Yeah. There's I think a lot of old games that. And it just kind of depended, like, that was my childhood, was I was just very heavily invested in video games. Like, that was my jam. Like, every new game, read up on them, knew everything about them, whether or not I bought them or not. Took every opportunity to go to, like, the video rental store and rent a game. That's true. That is true. And then, like, part of it is, like, I would love to stream that sort of stuff, but then, like, when you're streaming emulators and you're opening yourself up to, and I mean, there's a lot of speedrunners out there who speedrun these games and stuff, so, but yeah, like, I have an emulator with, a lot of the Nintendo games on them. And I used it. I actually had done like a video game review blog for like retro games at one point in time, and I used the emulator to do a lot of those games. But that was a very short-lived venture, though. That was a very, very short-lived venture. Yeah, me either. Like, the whole point of an RPG is just kind of to enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like, the story, I think, is the biggest part of a lot of RPGs. Even though, not gonna lie, having now replaying this as an adult, I'm realizing kind of how cheesy and canned the story is for Shining Force. But there's so many. The main reason I play this game is because of the gameplay now. I really enjoy just like the strategy tactics RPGs. Yeah, but like I would love to go back and play like all the old Fire Emblems and stuff like that, but you can't really find them anymore without an emulator, so. Yeah, yeah, oh definitely. Definitely can be strong. There's definitely a lot of nostalgia tints a lot of these things, but at the same point, like there's a lot of value in these things, you know what I mean? Because I know, like, we look back, and I'm sure you do, when we were kids, you'd look back and remember, oh yeah, I used to go to this game shop, and it was really, like, you know, we had all these folks, and they would play these games, you know, Magic or whatever it might be, and then, like, you go revisit the store from your childhood, and you're like, oh, yeah, this was not a very nice store, because I've been to some very nice game stores now, and, yeah, definitely, like, the places I as a child, I would go to aren't nearly as good. Alright, so we finished that battle. That was just a very, boring battle. And thank you for hanging out with me, Dave. I'm glad that I know someone else now that has played Shining Force. Alright, so now we've made it to the bridge. The dreaded bridge fight. Oh yeah. Oh, so this guy's gonna... Oh no, they knocked him off the bridge. Alright, so this is the stupid laser eye that I was talking about yesterday. So if you guys will notice, so it looks like 5 turns. I can't remember if it counts down 2 seconds or 3 seconds later on. Let me make sure everybody's still alive. Okay, I didn't lose anybody that last battle. So yeah, every so many turns, this is going to go ahead and it's going to shoot down the center here. So kind of the idea is to get to these little 2 side notches as quickly as possible. That way I don't get fried. It will hit the enemies too, which is nice. But the biggest thing is, you notice, you know, they've got these archers here camping this stupid area. And then up here, we've got all these damn Pegasus Knights camping this area. So, yeah. This is a very grindy battle that, like I said, this is one of those frustrating fights where you gotta have a lot of patience. So, hey, what up, Chris? Shadowrun, yes, bud. I love Shadowrun. That was a really good game on Super Nintendo. What's your, if you're still there too, Dave, what are y'all's favorite games from your childhood, or favorite games in general? Yesterday I had Nyan Hong was on, and yeah, he told me his favorite game of all time was Half-Life, which I will agree. Half-Life, the original Half-Life, is a very, very good game. I was like, yeah, that's a really good choice. But yeah, I'm always interested to hear folks' favorite games. But yeah, so we got to be very strategic with not overextending into the middle here. And kind of let the laser do a lot of the work, at least in the early rounds, before it's the mad dash to get to the sides and get out of the way of it. Alright, so May got hit, so May's going to be healed. Let's see, so count it down, 2 seconds, 2 seconds, so it's 5 rounds. Every 5 turns, it's going to shoot. Alright, so. Alright, let's try to pick up this lizard man. all these enemies hit like stupid hard right now. Well, yeah, let's try to. Ooh, those are good ones. Chrysalis, that was on Nintendo, right? So Chrysalis, that's a good one. Vandal Hearts, yeah, we talked about that one. That was a really good one. Final Fantasy 1, I'm more akin to, like, Final Fantasy 1 I really enjoyed, but 6 is still my favorite. Have you played the new Pixel remaster, Dave? Because I'm definitely getting Final Fantasy 6 Pixel remaster when it comes out. Like, that's a thing. It's my favorite Super Nintendo game, so I have to get it. I'm really excited to try it out, though. Yeah. Well, and I mean, they're not expensive. You know, $15 for a Pixel remaster is like that's chump change. Especially because we play stuff like Warhammer, where you're talking $60 for a damn box of whatever. I can get a whole set of Pixel remaster games for that. So whatever. It's kind of funny when you put it in that perspective. It's weird that video games we're so used to video games being like $60, and when they threaten to like raise them to like $80, a lot of people are like, oh no. But yeah, we'll have to see. And then Chris says Commodore 64 was his first love. Temple of Asparagus. That's a real game, Temple of Asparagus. Defender of the Crown. Temple of Aspi. Yeah, I never really played the Commodore, so those are all new to me. Yeah, 100%, Dave. Like, when I sit here and look at all my models, I'm like, I don't even want to go down that road to realize how much I've spent on this stuff, Oh, Math Blasters! Yes, I remember that game. That game I do remember because they brought that out on the PC. Back in Windows 93 days. When I was a kid, playing that in the math lab and stuff like that. Oh man, so many memories. Hey, what up, Shane? Best RPG of all time. Ooh. I'm interested to hear what other folks' ideas are. I'm gonna have to actually think about that one. So I guess best story as in like overall story, Shane, or are you talking like best story in like a single game? Like, because there's a lot of different routes you can take with that one. Because I mean, there's a lot of really good RPGs, and I think some of them are done on the merit of the gameplay themselves. Like, this is a game like you play for the gameplay, not really the story. But like, there's other games that I would play for the story, but not the gameplay. Like, the gameplay to me was kind of like, oh, Ultimate Exodus, that's a good one. That was a very good one. I was never a huge fan of all the Ultima games. Growing up, we had Final Fantasy 1. So, like, that was my first role-playing game, was Final Fantasy 1. Was it my first one? That, and then there was a computer game. I don't know if y'all remember it, Loom. It was like an old computer game, and I can't remember the full story because my dad would play it, and I'd watch him play it. But, it was one of those games, like, my dad wouldn't let me play, but I could watch him play it. And, Myst. And Myst as well. Yeah. So you remember that one, Dave. But yeah, he would let me watch him play those on the computer, but I wasn't allowed to play them, if that made sense. We would go over to his buddies' houses, and they would play these computer games, and we'd watch them, so... But yeah, Loom was a good one. And then when I finally like started playing computer games, my my favorite like old computer game would probably have to be the Heroes of Might and Magic series. So Heroes of Might and Magic 3 is probably, I think, highly regarded as the best one. But yeah, I definitely love Heroes of Might and Magic. Like, oh, it just sucks that Heroes of Might and Magic 4, they went down some sort of rabbit hole where they just never came back. Because Heroes of Might and Magic, I bought 4. I think I bought all of them at one point. But the newest one was like, it was okay, but like, I don't know, they've never recaptured the magic of Heroes of Might and Magic, so, which is sad because I think that's one of those series that's just incredible, really good. So, oh, there we go, the laser's gonna shoot. So yep, every 5 rounds it shoots. Yeah, no, and I did pick up Heroes of Might and Magic 3 on GOG, and I was playing it actually for a little while, and then I put it on hard mode, and it's actually very fucking hard. Like, I was like, this can't be that bad. No, it's really fucking hard. To the point I was like, alright, yep, I can't do this. I do not have the patience anymore to do this. So yeah, to answer you, Shane, so 3 categories: best storyline, best gameplay, and best overall for RPGs. Alright, and you guys can answer this too, Dave, stuff like that. So, alright, so let's say best storyline for an RPG. I would have to argue... So for best storyline, from a modern RPG standpoint, definitely, without a doubt, has to be The Witcher 3. I think The Witcher 3 it captures storytelling in a way that a lot of games wish that they could do. Gameplay-wise, I thought it was okay. Like, the combat system was a little, like, I don't know. It was very action-y and stuff like that. Had a lot of elements that they stole from like MMOs and Diablo and things like that. But from like an actual story point, modern RPGs, I would say Witcher 3. If you're talking about like all time, like we're talking like story within a series or whatever, that something like that, I would have to say without a doubt it would have to be Mass Effect all the way up to 3. Mass Effect was incredible, like as far as the storyline goes, and the fact that it's one of those games that like constantly. I like the fact that they drew it over 3 games. I never played the 3rd one because I heard the ending was horrible. So in my head, I just kind of think about 1 and 2, and I was like, oh, those were really good games. So yeah, a little rose tinted there. For a single game, though, I really enjoy Final Fantasy VI. I think Final Fantasy VI, yes, not counting Andromeda, because like I said, I didn't play that one. I played 1 and 2, and then I heard 3 was horrible, so I never went and played it. But 1 and 2, I think the storyline for those 2 more than made up for. You know, there's a lot of people even now that just highly regard those games, you know. And yeah, for a single game though, I would say, like from an old school standpoint, it'd have to be Final Fantasy VI, because the storyline, it has like everything that you want from a game. It's got intrigue, it's got murder, it's got, you know, you got guys that literally wipe out entire towns just because. Like the villain is an actual villain, you know, Kefka is, in my opinion, one of the villains that's like an actual villain, not like like he's silly, but at the same point, like he's terrifying in a lot of ways, you know, and really makes it to where like you hate him, like you want to take care of him and take him out. So, oh shit, the laser beam! I just realized the laser beam actually hits up here too. Oh crap! All right, I'm gonna have to retreat some of these guys. So we're gonna retreat him back here. Yeah, we're gonna have to go piecemeal across this bridge. This might be bad. This might be real bad. So yeah, that's from storyline standpoint, that's how I kind of look at it. Now, from a gameplay standpoint, you can go a lot of different directions with this. Ooh, Final Fantasy Tactics, though. Ooh. Final Fantasy Tactics, though. That has an incredible storyline, too. Yeah, I would have to say Final Fantasy VI and Final Fantasy Tactics. Those are my ties for, like, a single game with a good, really good storyline. Because Tactics also had, like, you know, like, the bad dudes were bad. Which to me, like, that's what you want in a villain. Like, the bad dude is a guy that you would fear. Like, not just this figurehead sort of thing where it's just like, oh, you know, he might destroy the world or he turns good or whatever. The feel goods, you know. But yeah, now from a gameplay standpoint, for me, I really like a feeling of progression in my role-playing games. I like a feeling of not only moving forward in the story, but also moving forward, like, character development, where, like, your individual characters not only, like, they grow throughout the story, and from that perspective, I would honestly say, because I grew up really heavily on the Final Fantasy series, so, like, this tints a lot of, like, how I feel about older games. But Final Fantasy IV, I think, from a gameplay standpoint, was really good, and 6 was really, really good. I really enjoy, like, this game from a gameplay standpoint. So it's really hard to, like, nail down a single game. But I would say probably all-time, because my all-time favorite game is this one, but Dragon Force. Dragon Force is probably, from a gameplay standpoint, my favorite. Because it's basically like Total War. Like anime Total War. That's pretty much how it plays. So, but yeah. How did Netflix sour you on The Witcher, Dave? I thought that they did a really, really good job with the Witcher series on Netflix. Because I think Henry Cavill, I think he actually is a very, very good Geralt. I think that they cast very well in that one. But that's me. I mean, curious to hear. Alright, so we gotta kind of track and see where the laser beam's at. How many more turns do I have? Okay, I've got 3 more turns to get across this bridge. Alright, so May, you're gonna hang out there. So we'll take out this Pegasus Knight and we'll try to get, I gotta try to get as many people as I can onto the side here. But yeah, I'm interested to hear that. So, Mass Effect 3, that ending was not horrible. I don't know, I heard some really bad, like, I've read up on 3, and I think it was just kind of anticlimactic. A lot of people didn't like the fact that, regardless of how you chose, it always ended the same way. So, which I agree, like, if I were to play through a whole series, if it felt like my choices didn't matter, especially on a game that is literally driven by choices, I think I would be a little salty too. But yeah, so you just played through the first half of Mass Effect 1, and then you immigrated and never got around to finishing it. Definitely recommend that you finish it. It's really good. Very, very good game. Yeah, and the mechanics of Mass Effect 1, especially from a modern standpoint, are definitely painful. A lot of those older games, it's weird going back and playing them, and you get, like, all these quality of life changes in games, and it's kind of weird going back and playing old stuff, and you're like, oh, like, I miss the fact that I could do this, or that I could do that. It's the little things. Like in this, like I wish that there was one button I could hit to talk to people, not that I had to go through hitting a button like 12 times to talk to someone. So. Alright. So I'm trying to position everybody across the bridge right now. That way I don't get beamed off the table. So yeah, if I did character progression, check out Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2. So, funny story about that, Dave. So I did pick up Divinity Original Sin 1, and for some reason I get to, I think it's like the battle in the Fire Temple or something like that, and for some reason I always just completely lose interest in it, and I don't understand why. I've tried it many occasions. You know, I've got it on Steam, and every time I try to play it again, though, I just can't. I can't do it. I do not understand why. And it's a really good game. Not taking anything from it. Like, it's a very, very good game. Just something about it just does not speak well to me. I don't know, man. Alright, maybe I can take out the Pegasus Knight. Maybe. We'll take him out. So, yeah, Dave Caverill did a good job of the few times he's on screen. You probably shouldn't name your show The Witcher if you're just going to center around Yennefer. That is true. Didn't really realize that. They definitely did center it a lot around her story and her progression. Which I think that they picked a good character to play her as well. I think she doesn't do a bad Yennefer. But you're right. I think that they did focus it a little too much around her. Alright, so we're going to send Xylo, maybe. I don't know if I want to send Xylo all the way across the field yet. We'll send forward. Alright. So right now I'm just kind of positioning everybody mid-bridge. I've got 3 turns to get across still, so hopefully I can make it there without getting beamed off the table. But yeah, I mean, you're right, huh? I never thought of that. Hopefully Season 2, it looks like they're going to center it more around Geralt and Ciri, which, yeah, but The Witcher was a really good game. That is the one and only open world RPG that I've ever finished, so I always have a really, really hard time with open world RPGs. But no, this is a good discussion. I enjoy this. I enjoy talking video games. And I love the fact that, Dave, you've played a lot of the games that, as a child, So we got 2 more turns. Okay, so with 2 turns to go, we are going to bum rush the fuck across this thing. I think I'll just have her cast fire, maybe kill this guy. But yeah, it's great. It's great nostalgia. A lot of nostalgia around these types of games. And I'm quite surprised we haven't seen like Myst. You know, we talked a little bit about Myst, but I haven't seen like a new version of Myst. Which I think did they do a remake of that at some point? I know they remade Shadow. What was it? Not Shadow. They did remake Shadowrun, but Shadowgate, and I picked that up, and yeah, that game was a lot better when I was a kid. It's just like kind of one of those puzzler type games. Because once you knew how to beat it, like you could beat that game in 10 minutes. Oh crap. Yep. So one more turn. Alright. So folks, we need to move everybody off the bridge. May is about to take this laser to the face. Oh, so they did remake Myst? Huh, that's interesting. I did not know that they remade it. Yep, I am totally about to take this laser to the face. So Xylo will move up. He's going to kill this knight. And then, yeah. At least 3 people are going to take the laser to the face. They made a modern game that can't remember what it's called. Really? I did not know that. That's pretty cool, though. Like, I'm not really into the VR stuff, but that's cool that they made a VR version of, like, Myst. That would actually be pretty neat to play. Alright, so I'm putting everybody off to the side, and we're about to get beamed. Yep. So Xylo and May did not make it off the table. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So now we can bum rush everybody across the bridge here. Go, go, go! Hustle! However, I do need to pull Xylo back and May back, that way they don't die. So I gotta get them some heals. Got to get the heals on them. Okay. Huh, that's really interesting, Shane. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Because I really enjoyed Myst when I was a kid. What was the, Oh, Gort just bit it. Ah! You can never predict the double attack. What was the prequel to Myst, though? It was, Oh, was it Riven? Maybe that was a different game. That might have been a different game. But yeah, speaking of games that are coming out, though, I'm really excited. Like, even though, you know, Activision Blizzard is under a shitstorm. Yeah, Riven, there we go. That was it. Even though they're under a shitstorm right now, I am excited about Diablo 4, though. We'll have to see, but like everything I'm seeing from Diablo 4 looks very like they took Diablo 2 mechanics and then modernized them. You know, they are doing the Diablo 2 remaster, which I was a big fan of Diablo 2, not gonna lie, as a kid. But whether or not I'm gonna pick up the remaster, I don't know yet. I'm up in the air about it. Okay, there you go, there you go. Yeah, I saw that, Dave, and I was really upset about that. So we're gonna have to kind of see how that all pans out. I mean, it could be for the best. You know, I think Blizzard definitely has gotten too comfortable in recent years. You know, I know a lot of folks that still play World of Warcraft really don't enjoy it. I think they've just invested so much time into it that they kind of feel obligated to play it, you know? And I tried WoW Classic just to you know, try it, and I will say that, yeah, rose-tinted glass is definitely with WoW. Abduction is a good game. Okay. Is that is that kind of like Myst and stuff like that? That type of game? Alright, so we have made it across the bridge, folks. And we need to kill this laser. Laser needs to die. So I'm gonna send all my damage at this stupid laser before it goes off again. Blizzard's going down in flames. They've been a death spiral since Cataclysm. That's true. That is very true. Yeah, no, they need to stop. Like, so I've been a big proponent for the fact that they need to just stop with World of Warcraft, and they should have made Warcraft 4. I don't know, 10 years ago. Because I love Warcraft. Like, I think Warcraft itself is a very unique setting. You know, they did steal from a lot of different things to make it kind of like, you know, not gonna lie, 40K. They stole from a lot of other things to make 40K, but But they definitely should just stop with the World of Warcraft stuff and just do Warcraft 4. Like, make another RTS, wipe the slate clean, and if you want to do World of Warcraft 2, go ahead. But, yeah, they definitely need to stop. Oh, okay. No, that sounds really cool, Shane. Yeah, I might have to go check that out. Let's see. Okay, I've got 2 more turns before the laser beam goes off, so I should be solid. Yeah, I'll have to go check that one out. That might be So the next stream game after I finish this one, because I wanna finish Shining Force, is that I want to finish Shining Force, and then I think the next game will have to be... We'll have to see. We'll have to see what game I'm kidding. Because I definitely want to play like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I'm a big Dragon Ball fan, huge Dragon Ball fan, and I was a big fan of the RPG Dragon Ball games when I was a teenager, you know, with the Game Boy Advance. So, and that to me reminds me of those games, just modernized. So, yeah, we'll have to see. That might end up being the next game. If not, might be, I don't know. Figure it out. It's just kind of whatever suits my fancy. But like I was saying earlier, not ending the 40k content, I'm actually going to do a Tactica for Necrons. So that's probably the next 40k video that I will put up, is a Tactica for Necrons, because I do love my Necrons. They might not be in the best place in 40k right now, but part of rebranding the channel is the fact that I can now focus on other stuff besides just the Chaos thing. Not gonna lie, I still love Chaos and I still love 40k, but at the same point, like, you know, everybody I think hits a point where you kind of second guess. But I don't want to stop the 40k content. I just kind of want to like not 100% focus on it. So yeah, we'll see. We'll go from there. And it might just be, I mean, there's a bunch of different things I could end up doing with the channel now. And then I know a bunch of people recommended Twilight Imperium, so I did sign up for the TTS Twilight Imperium Discord, and then I might end up doing that one. I might end up playing a couple games of Twilight Imperium on the channel too. Which, it's been a board game that I've been very interested in. It's just my wife doesn't like those types of board games, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's nice that I could play it for pretty much free. And then if I really like it, then I could go commit the $100 to go buy the actual board game. So yeah, no, I was a little sad about that, Dave. They more or less said that we're not getting any more Chaos stuff till 2022. So yeah, that's it. Thousand Suns is it for Chaos for the year. So I would like to say that I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised. I'm very much not surprised at this point. And yeah, I mean, GW is kind of biting the bullet now too. I think a lot of people are getting fed up with a lot of the shenaniganry from GW. You know, me personally, I'm getting kind of fed up with just kind of the way they treat the customers. I mean, even as a perfect example, you know, the roadmap with the codexes, they still redact the codexes. Like, the hype machine just, to me, is just, I'm over the hype machine. Like, show me, like, cool, tell me January 2020 we can expect this. It's not because, like, oh, well, I feel like you deserve to tell me. It's just, like, at this point, the hype cycle's gotten to the point where it's just ridiculous anymore. Like, we're always constantly being hyped for the newest, best thing. And maybe for some people that's fine, but for me, I don't know, man. Like, just tell me. That way I can plan out, you know, save up my money. You know, new Chaos comes out in February. Cool, man, 100%. I've got the money now. I can buy whatever the box set is or the codex or whatever. But not a lot of people can constantly, like, have all this money set aside waiting for, you know, the new whatever to come out, you know? So, just that's my opinion. That's kind of my perspective on it lately. I'm just tired of the constant hype cycle over and over and over again. Like, we've been through this 100 times. Please. Alright. So yeah, we made it through this battle. It's a lot easier than I remember as a kid. I remember this battle being a hell of a lot harder. Not gonna lie. Oh hey! We climbed back up. Caught a branch and hung on. Hey, he's gonna tag along. I got Pelly. So the best fact, 2 wounds, though not surprised here either. That's 100% true. Yeah, we finished chapter 3, everybody. Woo woo! Chapter 3 is done. So on to chapter 4. Huh, that was a lot shorter, so I gotta update the stream real quick. So we gotta update it because now we've made it to chapter 4. Probably won't finish chapter 4, but we'll see. Alright. Record my exploits. Oh, bring that up. Alright. Sorry, I had to bring that up. So, yeah, release the edition and all codexes in a short period. No, I agree. I think we're at a point in... I think we're at a point that now that is something that is very feasible for them to do, you know? Where I understand that we kind of... We don't see all the codexes because, you know, they've got models they got to make or whatever for the new codexes. And it does take time to balance those things out. Ah, we got a new item shop. Alright, nothing good at the item shop, though. That was a really short chapter. I remember that being a lot longer. So, yeah, General Elliot. He's a bad dude. And they won't let me into the van. Okay. So, sorry, we're running around just... Ooh, who's this guy? Oh, that's General Elliot. So wait, why would you still follow the bad dudes if you know the bad dudes swayed your king? Like, wouldn't you want to like try to break the rule or break your king's will or something like that? You know, kind of like break him from the thrall of Dark Soul. But I don't know. I guess that doesn't serve the story. You know, 100% Dave. Super campy, like. Like, that's exactly what he was like. He's like, I know that my king is under the thrall of this guy, but I'm gonna follow my king anyway. Wait, wouldn't you join me to try to, like, save your king? Like, wait, what? Does it make any sense? How does this make sense? But yeah, 100% the campy old school dialogue. Ooh, new weapons. Oh yeah, guys. Oh yeah. Can you buy some long swords? Alright. Who can equip the longsword? So I'm on. Because that's the only bird that I use. Sorry. Gonna go through and buy some stuff real quick. That looks like it. Just the longsword. Huh. Oh. Sid is full of items. Let's give some items away. Where's he at? He's up there. Oh, I gotta sell his middle sword, that's why. I hate all these old school menus so much. I have no idea what a middle axe is. I guess it's in between a small axe and a large axe. Medium axe. We'll call it the medium axe. Yep. See? Long sword, middle sword. I don't know. You don't question these things, Dave. We just take them at face value. Alright, so we gotta sell that, and then I gotta sell this sword too. Alright, so but yeah, no, they're definitely taking down a lot of content, so that was a big part of why. Oh no, 100%. No, it is funny. Like, we're making fun of the game in a loving way. It's kind of like making fun of your buddy. Like, I love you, bud, but you're ridiculous. Let's talk to this guy. Oh, I searched him. I didn't talk to him. So it seems like I have to fight this General Elliot guy next. Oh, who's this emo guy? Alright, so Ernest. So I'm gonna have to come back and talk to him, it looks like. Let's go through and just talk to everybody. Oh crap. I shouldn't have talked to this person. I bet you... Oh, I thought this whole thing was gonna leave once I finished talking. Whew. That was about to be a sad day. Alright, so I guess this is a traveling caravan. There's my base, so I'm gonna have to go in there here in a minute. And then, what's in here? Oh! There's that little yogurt guy. What are you doing, guy? Just kind of doing, like, sit-ups, I guess? Alright, so we gotta make sure everybody's resurrected. But yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, the content takedowns have been kind of sad. And then 2 wounds. Yeah, we'll have to see with Chaos. I don't believe we're going to get a fact about it. I think people could scream to the sky, and we'll probably never get that. So they should definitely release the edition. Yeah, we kind of talked about that. It takes a little while for them to, balance codexes and stuff with the new models and things, but I agree that we should at least get a baseline rules for everybody. You know what I mean? Like with what we have. Kind of like the index days of 8th, but not as simple as 8th, you know what I mean? Because even if it's like a reprint, like they compile everybody into one book or into the app like they did. But yeah, I'm also kind of upset, that, so now I get to promote everybody. But yeah, it kind of, it makes me kind of upset that with the Carcharodon stuff, they compiled all the Chaos Space Marine rules into the new one, and then now anybody who owns the app, like, you have to buy Carcharodon to get the rules. So if you don't actually own all the old books like I do, you now have to rebuy your rules, which is just stupid. Like that again, this is GW not treating their customers with respect. And that's a big reason why a lot of people are so salty with them. 100% with good reason, you know what I mean? Because they don't respect your wallet. And or your time, or, you know, they kind of treat us like lambs, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of ways that they could do things a hell of a lot better that they just kind of, I don't know what they're thinking. So Warzone Carcharodon came out less than a month with the DG Codex. Yep, 100%. Why do I have to pay for another book to run Terminus S? Exactly. And the Carcharodon books are a perfect example. Like, we don't have all the codexes. Why are you now giving us supplements? Oh, I got yogurt. Ah, look at him. Look at him, guys. I can promote him now. Oh, he promotes into a yogurt. Alright, so, yeah. We got old yogurt. I remember him being absolutely useless in this game, though, so we won't play with him. I will tell you guys right now. Let's see if he promotes again. Yep, he permanently promotes. So you can get the nice music over and over again if you want. Alrighty, so let's see who all we've got. Because now we're going to have to make some decisions with the army. Nope. Alrighty. So yeah, we've done promoted. Hey, look at my guy. Now I've got armor on. That's pretty cool. Let's go down here, kind of take a look. I feel like I want to probably let up one of the archers here soon, but we'll have to wait and see. I know Pelly's really good in this game, like really powerful, but I kind of like May. And where's Yogurt at? We gotta check out Yogurt. There's Arthur being useless. Ongoing joke. Yeah, there's Yogurt. Look at his giant helmet. I do like your helmet. I love his helmet, as a matter of fact. I'm gonna do a print screen of that one. That's a print screen. Alrighty, so, yep. So I think we're gonna keep the party as is for this next mission, at least. And so, yeah, I agree. The Carcharodon books, like, were just a big misstep. Like, why are we getting these campaign books when we still don't have all these codexes? It's just kind of stupid, you know what I mean? And, like, not everybody has 60... And it's an expensive hobby, don't get me wrong. I understand that the hobby is expensive. And I don't feel like they need to be giving stuff away, but at a certain point, like, you need to kind of treat your customers with respect. Okay, so I've already talked to everybody, so let's go ahead and allow the train to move. Oh, nice. Another character. They give you a lot of these horse folks, though. It's really annoying. Because that's like number 5 so far. Run around, just make sure I didn't forget anything else. Just to make sure. Alright, yep. Looks like we got everything. Alright, cool. But yeah, no, 100%. I was salty about the Carcharodon books and stuff like that too, so. Ooh. So this is a huge field. Like, there's a lot of space between us and them. So let's make sure that there's no hidden secrets anywhere. Just to make sure. Alright. And so at this point, you know, we've already progressed half of our army. I really need to work on these 2 healers. They need to get some more experience and get up there. Henri needs to, you know, promote. And then probably one of my 2 archers, I'd like to promote them. And Amon is going to get replaced. I'll just say that right now, so I'm not too worried about getting levels on her, so... Alright, so yep, let's go ahead and make for the middle. So yeah, the drip balance, I agree, Shane, is super frustrating, especially if you are a common tournament goer, you know what I mean? The fact that we're stuck with Bust the Stuff for so long, it just feels bad. It feels bad, you know what I mean? And even for a casual player, like a casual player, I can't imagine a casual player playing against AdMech and having any fun, you know what I mean? Which is really disheartening, because a vast majority of 40K players are casual players. You know, even a lot of my buddies that go to tournaments, they play it more casually than they do tournaments. So, yeah, gonna take a second to shill for Mantic Games. Check out Kings of War. Yep. Maybe you were the one that told me about that. I think you did message me about that, Dave. But yeah, that's definitely a game that I would love to take a look at. We'll have to wait and see with my new base, when I get to my new base, and kind of see what kind of games they enjoy there. Because yeah, it's definitely different players and stuff like that. So I'm sure they are going to be playing a lot of different stuff than what I'm used to. Crisis Protocol is something that I'm very interested in getting into because I love Marvel. And especially because now Venom and Carnage are playable characters in the game, which 100% I would love to do. But I don't know how the game plays, like who you can mix together or whatever. Because it'd be awesome to have a symbiote team. And just do like all the symbiotes. That'd be really neat. But we'll have to see. So it looks like the AI for this one is very, very aggressive. These guys are definitely coming for blood for this time. They are coming at me. Yeah, and we already talked about the dialogue. So Dave says, I get that it isn't just much of a thing in this game because it's pretty linear, but how do I feel about the old school games giving you less quest direction? So no quest markers and stuff? Yeah, it's interesting. With this game, it is very linear. But yeah, with like a lot of the other games, like Final Fantasy VI as a good example, because there are quote-unquote side quests, more or less. But I feel like, yeah, you can definitely miss out on a lot of stuff because it doesn't give you a direction, you know what I mean? Obviously, even PlayStation 1, we were missing that with a lot of games. So, I think it's just kind of, it's something that you just kind of gotta deal with with the older games. I do enjoy the fact that we do get more direction in newer games, and you tend to see a lot more of the stuff. But at the same point, like, kind of some of the sense of mysticism and discovery is kind of drawn out of the game because they give you so much direction. So, man, this is a lot of dudes right in the middle here. So I'm gonna have to deal with this big blob in the front before I even attempt to come at the back units. And so probably gonna call the stream after this mission, maybe. That way I can go off and do some other stuff for the day. I mean, I'll have been streaming for like 3.5 hours, 4 hours almost. So I think that's a good point at cutting the stream. And then I'm also gonna look into restream and stuff like that again. Being as now I'm doing the video game thing too, so it'd be nice to stream to Twitch and all that stuff. And I'm not putting on ads or anything because I don't intend to make money off of this, Eventually, maybe, possibly, but not Not anytime soon. Alright, here we go. Finally engaged. Oh god. Oh no, I might lose on the first swing of the game. I hope I get to go before these Pegasus Knights. Please? Thank you. Okay. Whew, I was about to be real sad, guys. Because, once I promoted, I guess I lost a shitload of defense. So, my hero can't take hits like he did before I promoted him. So. Alrighty. So now we're engaged, so now we can start poking away at these guys. Alright, bring May up here. She's gonna throw at the back. Bam! Nice. She does so much damage. Huh, that's interesting. A little spinny swing. Spinny chop. Alright, so bring down. I do need to take out these Pegasus Knights, so I can't just kind of like avoid them. Oh yeah, Lowe's coming in. He's gonna smack him with his bonky staff. Yeah. Nice. Got a level out of that. And the boss for this level has 60 health. That's a lot. That's a lot of health. Probably need to go get some water too. You know what? Yeah. Take a quick break. It looks like nobody's here real quick. And I'm gonna get some water. Yeah. Be right back. We'll let the enemies move while I go get water. Oh, okay. Tubes. Oh! Sorry, Dave, I didn't see that one. I had to go get water. Alright, one more gripe about GW before he heads out. Why is Lord of Virulence so bad? And why does he not buff demon engines? So the Lord of Virulence is actually very good. I feel like a lot of people downplay how good he actually is. I really enjoy him, actually. But yes, I do agree that the fact that they told us that he buffed demon engines and he absolutely has nothing to do with demon engines, I have no idea where the hell they got that. 100%. I agree, man. Ooh. Sorry, there's something on my keyboard. I have no idea how that got there. Alright, so... But yeah, I agree. Definitely a misstep on GW's part there. Alright. So, I need to take out these damn Pegasus Knights. So we're gonna come down here. But I actually really enjoy the Lord of Virulence. I think he's a lot better than people give him credit for, though. I play with mine quite a bit, honestly. Alright, Blaze level 2. Let's see how many folks she takes out. She's gonna take out at least 2. Yeah. Wow, and 18 damage on the third one? Oh, I got a heat axe? Oh man, that's an item I gotta give to someone else. Well, that's cool. That's cool, I got a new weapon. Alright. Oh no, Henri's about to bite it. She's about to take it to the base. Yep. Lizardman got her. Alright. This would be a weird game to try to do like a no death run or something on, like where if you lose a character, you can't use them anymore, because you don't have very many characters. Kind of like Fire Emblem. Like Fire Emblem, you could do that. Alright. So, we're going to heal. But I do appreciate everybody tuning in. You know, I had quite a few people today, which is awesome. I'm glad, and I'm glad other people enjoy these old games as much as I do. But yeah, we're gonna play through this game until it's over, and then when it's over, we will find something else to do. I'm not gonna play Shining Force 2 because I feel like doing them back to back would be kind of like painful. The nostalgia wears off after a little bit. Like, I'm having fun still playing this game, but I'm sure by the end I'm gonna be like, oh man, this is the annoyance factor of some of these old school things will get to me at that point. But yeah, notice, so like, once you promote and then they start leveling up as a promotion, their stats like skyrocket. You know, Tao just got, or Teo just got Blaze level 3, and like her magic went up like tremendously. So, the promotions, like, you got to start leveling up after they promote. They don't just like instantly become these powerhouse units. You know, it takes a little bit for you to get them there. These Pegasus Knights are tanky, though. I am not enjoying these Pegasus Knights one bit. No, sir. Put him at 1 health. I'll just have her cast Blaze level 1. Because I need to get some levels on these other folks, so. At this point, I'm pretty confident I'm not going to die, so. Confidence will be my downfall. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited though. I will be doing that Necron Tactica hopefully this week. Yeah, I'm planning on doing it at some point during this week because it won't be hard. You know, it's just me sitting in front of the camera. I do have to redo the way that I do Tacticas for the channel because I can't really show the rules. Like, I know a lot of the other channels are still doing it, but with the way GW stuff reads, they could come after you, you know what I mean? So, while they would probably do a C&D and I'd have to pull the video down, I kind of want to leave it to where, like, I don't want it to feel like wasted time, you know what I mean? Where they're probably never going to come after me, but at the same point, like, just don't want to cross that line, you know? Alright. Let's see. We'll shoot here. But yeah, I want to try to figure out, like, I'll probably look up to see how to hook up my mini Super Nintendo to my computer. And, because I'd love to do a stream of Super Mario RPG, because that game is hilarious. I love games that just don't take themselves seriously, you know what I mean? That's why, like, Doom Eternal was so much fun to me, because it just didn't take itself seriously at all. Ah, Amon bit it too. Damn it, we lost 2 characters. We'll be fine, I'm not too worried about it. I might regret losing those characters by the time I get to the boss here at the end, but... right now, this is perfect for getting some experience on these healers, because the healers are way under-leveled right now, so... So that's where... So, Dave, my recommendation is running with Deathshroud Terminators, because adding that AP1 to your Flamers is actually a really big deal. It's actually a very, very big deal to the Flamers. And then on top of it, I don't ever put him in melee. I actually give him the Mortal Wounds on 6s with his Flamer. That way he can kind of... He performs like a support role with okay-ish damage capability. Because I usually give him the helm for the plus 3 inches to all of his auras, and then I give him Arch Contaminator. So then you have a 9-inch reroll 1s, a 9-inch additional AP, and a 9-inch Arch Contaminator bubble, which makes him a very, very, very nice support piece for a lot of my Death Guard lists. He himself, yeah, he doesn't do a lot of damage, but I don't really think that's his role in a list, you know what I mean? He's supposed to be a support character. So if you kind of treat him like that and then make it so he can do okay damage, then, because yeah, like the Mortal Wounds on 6s is still like super, like, I don't think I get a lot of use out of it, but occasionally like he'll spike hard and do 2 or 3 Mortal Wounds to something and kill it. Because having the 2d6 Flamer too is pretty nice, especially because you can re-roll it for 1 CP, you know. But yeah, that's just kind of like me. That's how I've run my Lord of Virulence. He's kind of found his way out of lists in favor of more the Plague Casters, because the Plague Caster just overall is just better. You know, because he's a lot cheaper. Which saves a lot of points, and then B, the free Mortal Wounds that he puts out are just kind of like, it's almost guaranteed as opposed to I might possibly do Mortal Wounds. You know what I mean? So, But yeah, he doesn't do a lot of damage. If that's what you expect out of him, that's why he hasn't performed for you, because that's not his role. Lord of Contagion definitely does more damage overall, and is a better support if you rely on contagions. So like if you really want to do like the inexorable stuff, putting the inexorable a contagion on him, deep striking him in, you know, boosting it up to the 12 inches to provide that -1 AP bubble. It is not a bad idea, but it's not. I don't know. I've honestly not built a list where I felt like I wanted a Lord of Contagion. I've built so many lists that I'm like, it's just better with a Plague Caster. Like, and so he always ends up in the list. Ooh, I'm glad May actually missed that attack, because she's already on level 3 of her promotion, and everybody else is like level 1 or level 2. So we will try to do some more damage with these guys. But yeah, I'm excited to do more Xenos content, and maybe eventually Imperial content. Who knows? Who knows what armies I might end up with. Yeah, I mean, those are good options too. I think the Demon Prince has a lot of merit, you know, and Typhus is just, he's just like a super Death Shroud Terminator, more or less. That's basically his role. I will be a super Death Shroud Terminator and run around and punch face. Me, myself, I've yet to find a use for Typhus, because his Mortal Wounds thing is so easy to avoid. And a lot of the folks that I play just make sure they stay outside of 6 inches of him. So yeah, I just kind of, like, I feel like he needs to go down, like, 10 points. But yeah, I think he definitely needs to go down a few points. And I'll be happy with him at that point. 165, like, it's still good, but when you compare him to like Morgan Ball or something like that, like he's kind of he's kind of on the hefty side, you know. Even Arimon, Arimon's 180 points on a disc, but Arimon provides like a lot of damage output for that points level, you know. So, all right. So I do need to go up and heal some folks. Alright. So right now we're just kind of healing up. I'm trying to stabilize my army. I lost 2 characters so far, which isn't terrible. When I go after this boss, because I remember this boss hits ridiculously hard, but when I go after this boss, I need to make sure that we're topped off and ready to go. So Blight Haulers, I think Blight Haulers are a little expensive. I think if they go down like 10 points, yeah, probably 10 points. I'd be happy with that. 130 seems pretty good for a multi-melta and a missile launcher on a toughness 7 dreadnought, essentially. But yeah, like when you compare them point for point with like, you know, they should basically cost what a Hell Brute costs with that same loadout, you know, which maybe they do. I don't know. I'd have to sit down and do the math. But. Oh, no. I was saying, no, they don't permanently die. You can bring them all back. Kind of like a Fire Emblem, like you could set permadeath if you want to. So, like, I mean, you could do it that way with this, where if you died, you know, they permanently died. Like a self-restriction, but I don't know if I would want to do that. Especially because of how swingy the damage is in this game. It's not as predictable like Fire Emblem. Because you get the double attacks and stuff like that. So if you get a random double attack and take out someone, you know what I mean? I mean, hell, I think it was like the second or third mission, I lost like 3 or 4 times where they just kept killing my main character. That was on stream too. I was like, oh crap. Hey, we gotta keep redoing this damn level. Alright. But yeah, we'll have to see. I think Death Guard is still okay. Just in the current, like, AdMech... The AdMech meta right now, I'm not feeling Death Guard. And I was hoping that Thousand Suns would reignite that, and then played Thousand Suns for a handful of games, and just kind of like, I don't know. Like, they just really like to buff, and then they like to throw out non-interactive mortal wounds, and then they're a lot better at shooting now, but their close combat is still pretty, I mean, Scarabs now can actually do reasonable damage in close combat, but like, if I were to put them into combat with like some Deathstrike Terminators, they would lose. The Deathstrike Terminators, if they get the mortal wounds going, or even if you did their big strikes, the Deathstrike Terminators would definitely do a number on them. So, no, that is true. I mean, it's a sad truth of the game that you know, GW will always favor Imperium in some way, shape, or form, and it's not a perception. Sorry, it's not because we feel that way. It's because historically it always happens, and so, and that's the shitty part, is like they don't ever prove us wrong. And then even in Xenos land, you know, out of all the Xenos, it's usually Eldar. Eldar is usually the army that gets buffed to the point where they become ridiculous. And then they're like running around doing crazy stuff all over the field. Because I mean, even like, you know, Tyranids have their couple builds, but they don't function like how Tyranids should function, you know. And with orcs, I'm hoping orcs we see like more. We see a more close combat type of orc army, because I love orcs. And I hope it doesn't become, like, right now it sounds like a lot of people are just kind of like gravitating towards buggies like crazy. And I hope that's not what we're in for, you know? Yeah, no, Drukhari is very, very good right now, which is unusual. Because Drukhari traditionally have always been kind of like a mid-tier army. Even back in 5th edition when they got their revamp with a lot of the new models that they have now, they were still like really mid-tier. Like, they weren't great, but they weren't bad, you know? Alright, so now I get to start swinging at this boss here. Elliot. Ooh, nice. May took half of his health. I have characters that hit hard too. Alright. But yeah, Drukhari is very good right now. They were oppressive with the Dark Technomancer stuff, but I think they've effectively quashed that. I know people are still saying they're too undercosted and still a little broken, but every time I play against them now, it feels more fair. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm losing overwhelmingly. Unlike AdMech, where like if I play against them, it's literally no fun. Like, I have no fun playing against AdMech. Yeah, when they fact that out, I think they addressed that one pretty good. Now they might be still a tad undercosted, but we might see that kind of level out a little bit with orcs. Sisters are doing very, very well, you know, right now. And I really like the new Sisters Codex, what they did with it, because it was more of a side grade than an upgrade, you know? Now they do have stuff that's really ridiculously good, like Vol and Celestine, but yeah, we'll have to see. Alright. Oh, wow. He healed somehow. I think the healer healed him. I think the Skitarii strats are part of it. Oh my god. He just did 38 damage. Okay. Alright, guys. Yeah, we need to, like, dogpile this guy. We have to super dogpile this guy. Ah, we're just gonna punch him with everything. So Skatari strats, like, that was part of it. A big part of it is the fact that the codex is so damn cheap. Like, if you ever, like, look at a Skatari army right now, and look at how much stuff they bring to the table. And when you compare that to, like, let's just say you build an average, you just build, like, an average Chaos Space Marines list, or even Death Guard list, and they just bring a lot of stuff, and all of it has really good guns. So it's not so much the fact that you have so much stuff, it's the fact that you have so much stuff that has really good guns that on top of it is really hard to remove from the table. And it just becomes incredibly oppressive for most players to play against. To an unfair degree, you know? Like, when it feels like it's not even a game, then you got a problem, guys. Alright, so this boss is soaking up literally my whole army. He's about to kill my healer. Yep. So this is also part of why I can't do like a no-death run, because I am literally throwing people at him to keep him in spot, because if he gets to my HQ guy, he dies. Nice, good job, Diane. Dogpile on Elliot. Ah, you obeyed that one. Let's see, will Luke take him out? Luke put him low. Chris will go up and swing too. Screw it, I'm gonna throw my healers away, but well, that was a bad idea. So as an aside, if you haven't played in Old Pools or Kryn SSI Gold Box games, is that what it's called? Gold Box Games or something? I haven't heard of that. Yep. And it looks like he's healing in between. Oh, Pools of Radiance. Okay. I've heard of that. So it looks like Elliot's healing in between rounds. Okay, there we go. I've got him. Alright. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember those. Nice! My HQ. My main guy got a level. I need to free Runefaust. Oh, nice! That traveling town of Po came back. Or Pow. Peo. Alrighty. So we made it to the town again. Yeah, I've heard of that series though. I'll have to take a look. I've got so many games added to my wish list lately. Alrighty. Ooh, what's in here? Nothing. No new weapons to buy. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to hop on. I haven't been on GOG in a very long time. who gets the heat axe? I will give it to Gord, because I kind of like Gord. I like dwarves, I don't know why. Oh, damn, man. That puts his attack up to 34. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'll have to hop on GOG, though. Like, oh, damn. Do I get this guy? Oh, nice! I got guns. He's like an armadillo guy in a robot suit. How ridiculous is that? Or is it ridiculously awesome? Could be both. Ooh, I got an elven. Oh, I gotta. This is part of the annoying part, is that I've got to make room. Ah. Oh, can't equip that either. Alright, so... well, let's go figure out my party real quick. Because, so this Ernest guy seems to be in there fighting some fortress by himself. Everybody who died, which was literally everyone. I lost like half my army that time. Because I want to say Guns equips, he's like an archer of sorts. But thanks for hanging out with me, Dave. I appreciate it, man. I'm sure there's other things you could be doing this fine Sunday, but you're hanging out with me. Probably playing a video game. What are you doing? Playing video games? Yeah. Yeah, these old games, man, they definitely, definitely layer it on there, you know? Oh, nice, okay. Yeah, sleepy times. Record my adventure, and I don't think I have anybody else I can promote. Double check. Maybe I'll just do this next battle and then I'll call it a day. Yeah, it's almost noon here. All right, let's go sort out my party real quick. All the dialogue's super cheesy, that's why I kind of skipped through it. Alright, where is the... There it is. There's mine. Alright. Let's go figure out my party. Join. Oh, no, he takes spears. Okay. So I'm going to take Luke out of my party because I don't really like him. And I think that's it for now. I think Guns has, I think he has really good armor. Let's double check real quick. I do. Only because it's more nostalgia thinking, I think. But Vandal Hearts is pretty much this. I mean, there's really no differentiation. You know what I mean? I do think Final Fantasy Tactics though is better than both in the long run, because I think Final Fantasy Tactics took what this did to a whole new level. You know, with the job classes, the way that you could intertwine the job classes, and like the individual customization of the characters was a lot more broad. You know what I mean? So I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy Tactics. Like, I would probably play that on Steam if they actually released it on Steam. Oh, you think it's overrated? Why do you think it's overrated? I also have a lot of fond memories of it, too. You know, when it came out, I used to go visit a friend, and it came out, and we would go literally rent it every single, because neither of us actually owned it, but we would go rent it every single time I would go over to his house, and we would play it, and had a lot of fun with it. So alright, just double check all those. And I need to buy new power spear for Guts, because I took off his spear. Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's a Messiah game. You know what I mean? I think that there's definitely things they could have done better. It just sucks that Final Fantasy Tactics was a really good game, and they never, you know, they made the ones on Game Boy Advance, but they never did more. That's true. That's true. But yeah, like I really enjoyed Final Fantasy Tactics, you know, from a personal standpoint, just because it's got fills a hole in my heart, you know. Thought I was supposed to turn in Domingo's egg somewhere. Checking to make sure I didn't miss where I turned in I thought I was supposed to turn that in. Oh, yep. Alright. Yep, I'm supposed to turn the egg real quick. Later, Dave. Thanks for tuning in, bud. I appreciate it. And I hope you have a good, restful sleep. And so we are going to go get Domingo real quick. Probably call it as well, because not too many folks are tuning in for these, but that's fine, because at least we are having fun. Alright, so I'm supposed to turn into some guy. Alright. I'm supposed to talk to somebody around here, and they're supposed to give it to me. Oh, there we go. There's Domingo. a weird squid guy. So we're gonna add him to our party, get it all set up. Oop. And yeah, so tomorrow we will figure out, or not tomorrow, when we stream next, I will figure out restream. That way we will be streaming to Twitch as well. Figure out if I can do Facebook as well. That'd be pretty cool. So we're gonna go ahead and rotate Domingo in for. Like I said, Henri, I remember she does a lot of damage, and I don't need 3 mages. Maybe I could rotate Hans out right now. You know what? Yeah, we'll rotate out Hans. We'll run around with 3 mages for now, and then I'll replace Teo later. Alright. And so here's what we're looking at as far as our army. So going forward, this is where we're at. So yeah, we definitely need to level up those 2 guys. And Henri and Guns. Guns, I believe, can also promote as well. And then Amon is going to get removed whenever I get some other characters. So, yeah, I like having the non-human characters in the party. So we will go save, and then we're going to call this one a wrap. So again, I appreciate everybody for supporting me, hanging out. You know, Dave for hanging out today, talking to me, and yeah, hopefully, get back to this here in a couple days, and we will continue with Chapter 4. So if you guys liked this video, please like and subscribe, and then yeah, as always, I will see you guys on the next stream here. So you guys take care, and see you guys later.